Hello? Yes, my friend, you are live on air. What do you want to say to
Hold
us?
on 1 second. Let me put the speaker to this. Oh, what is that? Speaker, video? We don't want video. Turn it off.
Turn it off, no problem.
Okay, great. How you doing?
I'm fine. You are a Muslim, my friend?
I am.
All right. What does that mean?
Well, as I've been told, it's to submit to God.
Where we can find that in the Quran?
I don't think it's in the Quran. um, yeah.
No,
I
you
don't.
see,
I'm not a Quran master, but I've read a lot on the internet. I'm pretty open minded to everything.
no
So
problem.
yeah.
You see,
Like I really got into a lot of different stuff, like Shia and learning, because I'm Sunni, born Sunni, whatever. But I
yeah.
think I align more with the Shias because I kind of respect their beliefs. I
So,
don't know,
so how you want me to talk to you, as a Shia or as a Sunni?
as a Sunni, because
Okay.
I'm just not the type like, oh, the Shia are kuffar and they should be
Yeah.
killed. Like I don't think
Yeah.
that's true.
Well, my friend, the Quran says in chapter 49, verse number 14, when the Muslims they say that we submit, that is not really a true. I don't know if you speak Arabic or not. Aslam means surrender. Like Muhammad, he sent messages to the Roman. A letter says Aslim Taslam. So surrender, this is what Islam means. You surrender to Muhammad, and then you will become his, under his command. You will be safe. You join him. He will be your king, and you will be his slave forever. You surrender. So Islam is to surrender to Muhammad. The excuse is when you surrender to Muhammad, you surrender to God. But the fact, if you want to surrender to God, why I need Muhammad anyway? If God is there, exists before Muhammad, why I need to say Shahada, and the Shahada contain the name of the God and the name of Muhammad. So if you ask me, I believe that Muslims are mushrikeen. You know what mushrikeen mean?
Yeah, they believe in many gods or
They
polytheists.
you associate somebody with God. That's what mushrikeen mean. You associate somebody, and that's what Muslims do. They associate Muhammad with Allah. As an example, if I ask you, where the sun set, what you will say? If Muhammad is here, if Muhammad is here, and Muhammad he asks you, do you know where is the sunset? What is your answer to him?
Well, I know what he said, but I would say, knowing what we know now, that the centers of the sun's at the center.
No, let us say you do not know. You are at that time.
Okay.
Okay, what
I
you
would
will
say I
say?
don't know. I
You
would
will say,
say
I
I
don't
don't.
know. But are you willing to say Allah and His messengers knows best?
Would I say that?
Would you say Allah and His messengers knows best?
Nah. I guess if I was a firm believer in God, I would say God knows best, but maybe
So,
not.
so you refuse to say Allah and His messenger and His messenger know best, because this is associating the knowledge of a man with the knowledge of God, correct?
Fair point. And I want to briefly, brother, because the other day, for whatever reason, I tried to call and I wrote just some minor stuff down, but there's something I didn't write down. Like I actually read for the first time that the Jews, obviously, you know, just the terminology that Jesus was a false prophet, right? So in the same way, like the Christians didn't accept Muhammad. So like I try to look at Islam then and I try to look at Islam now. You know? Like
Mm.
I didn't know there was such criticism of Muhammad back then. I only thought this was the thing of today. But like why do you think that it like so it's not I see the criticisms, right? I see that Jesus has a pretty flawless record, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what about all the things that are of just stuff that we can't make sense out of, like I wouldn't say Abraham sacrificing his son, but things like that. Like, okay, here's one point: Solomon, and he had thousands of wives. Why is that different from Muhammad? Why he can't have 16, but Solomon had 1,000 wives and 700 slave women? or however many.
Yeah, well, if you go and see in the Bible, you will see that God, he condemned the behavior of David and anyone who did such a thing. So there's a huge difference between you do it and you do sin, and then God says to you, God bless you, you are good. And then God, he says, no, this is bad. And even like when he decided to build a temple, God, he says to him, I don't want money from you. Your money is, you know, your hand is covered by blood. Don't build a temple for me. I reject your temple. So there's a huge difference between somebody praising somebody for the sin he do and condemning him for the sin he do. The Quran, even Muhammad, he have hadith about it, that Solomon, he wanted to have sex with his 99 wives or 100 wives, and he forgot to say inshallah. So Muhammad, he have no problem with having sex with 100 women in one night, which is a very funny story. But the problem is that Solomon, he forgot to say inshallah. And then Allah gave him a half son, you know. So so when we talk, you see, me as a Christian, if you ask me, I will say, well, David, he was doing bad sin, or whoever, anyone, doesn't matter. We don't cover up for a person because he's famous or because he have a, let us say, a high rank as a prestige or a person, you know, he's a king, or no, we don't, you know. So you know, when Peter, he said something Jesus did not like, he says to him, stay away from me, Satan. So I mean, this is Peter, you know, this is Peter, this is not just anyone. So in the Bible, when somebody he do wrong, we point at him and we say he's wrong. In the Quran, all the gang of Muhammad are good, but they are doing wrong.
Well, in this, yeah, you know, I like to think I have some good points, and they're not points against you. And I appreciate everything you're saying. Like point number one, you know, like Muhammad didn't have any sons, right? Like, so this is the thing with religion. So you could look at it like, oh, Allah tested him. He tested his, you know, if you believe in him, he tests the most. I don't know if it's in Christianity, but of course in Islam, and I would think so, that God tests the most pious, right? So he didn't have any sons that lived. So, but then somebody could say, oh, look, he's a false prophet. If he was loved by Allah, why didn't he have sons like David, Solomon, whatever, you know, sons that lived? And why the sons of Ali, they were killed and poisoned, and the Sunni think, oh, the Shia poisoned them, and the Shia say, oh, you guys killed them, and the Caliphates and the Umayyads and the Abbasids, whatever. So I look at it like what really happened and then what came after. Like, I do see the problems in Islam, but it's like, okay, was that a human problem?
My friend, I don't judge Muhammad for being a false prophet because he don't have kids. What does have to do with being prophet or not? But in Islam, you are, you know, this is what Muhammad, he taught them. You see, Muhammad, he says, Allah, he curse even the seeds. So it's Muhammad teaching brought that on him. But for me as a Christian, let us say you or anyone, you don't have kids. What's your problem? I mean, it's not your fault, right? He did not commit a crime. So we don't judge Muhammad because he could not have a son. That is the most funny thing ever. But the funny is that Muhammad, he say things, it's stupid. And yet he claimed that he received message from God. As you see in front of you, Muhammad, he claimed that the sun goes every day from the east to the west and prostrate itself under the throne of Allah. So if Muhammad is a prophet, I'm not going to look at him if he has sons or not. I will look at what he just said. He just said that the sun goes every day from the east to the west, and then it prostrates itself under the throne of Allah. And different hadith he says, which is according to the Quran, the sun goes in a muddy water. All right.
But then, right. But with religion comes all these sayings, you know, like is that literally? Did he mean that literally? It sounds like
it's me literally. You know, he's talking about the sunset. The story in front of you in YouTube.
Well, I mean, that's literally, that's literal. But I mean, like prostrating in front of Allah. Maybe the sun. I don't know.
No. This is, you see, he's asking, he said, do you know where the sun goes? The sun is going now. It's sunset. And why we need to find like a solution now for literally or not. Even Muhammad, he quote a verse from the Quran. And he says, and this is the explanation of the Quran saying, and the sun runs on its fixed course for a term and degree. So even Muhammad is quoting the Quran to explain what he's saying. The Muslims on the other side, in order to make it look nicer, they say, actually the majority of Muslim Sunni, I never saw a Muslim Sunni actually saying this metaphorical. Are you saying now this metaphorical? Because this is the first time I see a Muslim Sunni saying this metaphorical.
No, I'm not even claiming that. I kind of meant,
okay.
I'm just kind of putting it out there, like maybe the second part where he says it goes in front of Allah, because, you know, anyway.
My friend, the Quran teaches that everything boils down to Allah, etc. And obviously it's not metaphorical, because Muhammad, even he claimed that animals, they praise Allah, rocks, they praise Allah, even rocks, they speak to him. When Muhammad, he walk in Mecca, there's a stone, say to Muhammad, Assalamu alaikum, Rasulullah. Stone, you know, speak to Muhammad. So it's not metaphorical, obviously. But isn't it this is alone is enough to prove that Muhammad is a fraud? That the sun goes every day from the east to the west? Isn't it this is enough when Muhammad, he says, in different hadith, that the sun goes and sits in a muddy spring, hot spring of water? Is that metaphorical?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think
so. If Muhammad,
well, what about the hadith?
If Muhammad is a prophet, then he's saying what prophets say. If he is talking, he is receiving his knowledge from his God. So when Muhammad, he says such a statement, I do not care if I have children or not. But even the story of having children, it's very funny. Do you know that Muhammad, he claimed that he used to be the most weak person in sex between all mankind, and then he invoked his God, and then Allah, he sent him a dish of al-kufayt. I don't know if you know what al-kufayt, like kufta, you know, kufta. Oh, yeah. So Allah, he sent him kufta. Muhammad, he ate it. He got the power of 40 men. I mean, his story, this is a story of a mad person. This is not a story of somebody, he have a brain. I mean, this is like somebody is taking hashish, drugs. You know, what kind of a prophet he go in public and he says, I was the most weak person between all mankind, and then I invoke my God, and then he sent me a dish of al-kufayt. I ate it, I get the power of 40. Do you yourself, do you really believe in such a thing?
I think the sexual...
Now, do you believe that God, he will send a dish of shish kebab to fix a private part of a man?
I really don't.
Okay, so obviously Muhammad is a false prophet. I mean,
well, how do we know?
I'm sorry. My friend, isn't it? This is enough. I mean, all of this is the Quran is wrong. I have tons of his stories false.
Okay, I'm sorry. So like Jesus' miracles, right?
Yeah.
Compared to Muhammad's miracles.
Muhammad had no miracles. Where is the miracles?
That's the thing. The splitting of the moon and
no. You see, let me take you. There's you see,
like, how do we know Jesus did those things? Like, we know he healed the leper.
When Jesus he did miracle, there is thousands of witnesses, and Muhammad himself, he could not deny it. But we will not take Muhammad to witness for Jesus. But you can say how I know I wasn't there. You can say that, no problem. But you cannot say that Jesus is lying. Because Jesus never claimed anything except what he did. So when Jesus, he says, go and your sin is forgiven, he forgive the sin. When Jesus, he say, go and you will see, the guy he see, the blind he can see. Go and walk, the guy he walk. But Muhammad, you say to me, he split the moon, right? Okay. If we go to the verse, we will see something very funny about this verse, and you will die laughing in a second. Where in the Quran it says that Muhammad or Allah, he split the moon?
I think it's a hadith, and that kind of leads me to a further question.
Hold on. You see, why the Quran, he mentioned that Jesus did this, did that, did that. And in the Quran, the only thing happened in the time of Muhammad, the Muslim, they claim it's a miracle, that the moon is split. Nowhere in the verse it says Allah, he did it, or Muhammad, he did it. And the verse in front of you. Chapter, the moon, verse number 1. Actually, this verse is proving to us that Muhammad is a fraud. Why? Because in Arabic it says, اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر. اقتربت mean it's very soon, almost there. الساعة, the hour, which means the judgment day. And the moon split. So the moon splitting was the sign of the day of judgment. It started. And that was 1400 years ago.
No, that's something I have a very hard time. You know, like he said, this person will not live. You
Exactly.
know,
Yeah, he will not grow old until the hour come.
that stuff's very weird for me. And I just, the effects of Islam. Like, if I could say, like, it's very stressful. Like, okay, when the teacher was killed, he made cartoon. Like, I'm okay. I get so passionate, so I don't want my mind going everywhere. I want to be focused for you. Like, I am very passionate about Islam. You're right in the beginning. Now it's like touching a fire, right? When you learn about other religions, like touching a fire. I don't know, maybe for Christianity, they tell you learn about other religions. In Islam, you already know. The Sunni, oh, don't learn from the Shia. Don't listen to the Christians. They want to change you. Everybody hates you. So you're like, you cannot believe, but then you get a little older and you're like, okay, what's this about? Then you're learning. And so I guess to say, in these times where Muhammad predicted that people would leave their religion and there would be trials, and which we're seeing now, how did he have all these prophecies? Like,
My
maybe
friend,
his past,
people
maybe
people
his
left
past, he had no
Islam because he knew he forced them. He knew he forced them.
did,
You see, if I force
did he
you, if I force you,
say he
listen,
was
listen,
gonna be the last prophet?
my
I'm
friend,
sorry, go.
if I force you to believe in me, to say Shahada, shouldn't I know that right away after I go and I lose my power over you, you will leave me? It's not a secret. You don't love me, you don't care for me, you don't believe in me. So it's obvious. It's like forcing a woman to stay with her husband, which she hates to death. The second he guy die, she will find a new husband. It's not a prophecy. So Muhammad, he did not prophesy anything. And what you are saying, because Muhammad, he knew he is a fraud, and then people will go and they will disappear as soon he go. And this is why as soon he died, Abu Bakr, he launched a war.
The Ridder Wars, yeah.
Exactly. to
Well,
force
I don't
people to
like
come
Abu
back.
Bakr. That's why I mentioned brother. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
You know, if Muhammad was a prophet, why the people they left Islam if they believe in him? They don't. He forced them. This is why right away when he died, they left. So Muhammad, he knew he is doing evil, forcing people to believe in him, and he knew that the only way is the power. People, they thought, okay, Muhammad, he died. Now this religion is going to collapse, and that's it. But there is men behind Muhammad. They took over, and they knew now that the business is risk. It's a business. Islam is a business. So, and actually, Abu Bakr, he says, I will wage war even for the sake of a son of a goat, which means a baby of a goat. People, they have to pay. The reason he did the war of apostate, because they don't want to pay money no more.
Paying the money, yeah.
Yeah, it's not about because they believe or not. This is how hypocrite they are. So he said, if they don't, even if it is a baby goat, they don't send, I will wage war for it. So it was for money. And people, obviously, until now, we knew that. And until now, Islam is protected by the war. If you try to insult Muhammad, if you try to say anything against Muhammad, you will be dead in less than 5 minutes.
I read that like 15 years ago. Yeah, I gotta be honest. Yeah, I read a hadith. If anybody insults me, kill him. And I remember, I remember reading that. I'm 14, 15, because I've always loved the internet. I've always loved reading, right? And I've always been interested in religion and open-minded to a lot of them. I guess I could bring a pretty good question, or is Islam a test? Okay, let's assume you firmly believe Islam is false, right?
I believe Islam is the devil itself.
Okay, so is that a test on humanity, or is Islam a test for the Muslims to find?
My friend.
Why?
My friend. The word test is a lousy word we use, to justify our bad. It's a test. It's a test. It's a test. Like God is testing me. Yeah, okay, yeah. But it's not God testing you. Because God, he told you what is right, what's wrong. And then you are like, it's like somebody, he go to the test and he take a pen with him. It's called pen of fornication. And he says, it's a test of fornication. I'm going to test it, I'm going to take the exam of fornication now. This is silly. So when you fornicate, it's you who fornicate. What test? When you kill, it's you who killed. What test?
No, you're
when
right.
When you steal, same. Everything is the same. People, they give themselves excuse, and the Quran is the behind this idea in your head that Allah is testing you. That is to make you feel not guilty, because it is Allah playing games. You know, the God of Islam, he play games. And, you know, as an example, if somebody is deceived, who deceived him? Allah. Is that correct?
It happens to be that if they're going against what the Quran deems as righteous or against Muslims, then
No,
yeah.
no. I'm not talking about that. Who is the one who mislead people? When you say it's a test, the test is coming from who?
Allah usually says, yeah, I lead people astray.
Okay, exactly. And not only that, as an example, chapter 4, verse number 88, it says, and the one who Allah deceive, nobody can guide. So the business of this God is the business of the devil. He is the one who deceive you. And then he claimed that you should be punished for being deceived by him.
Well, then, okay.
So,
well,
so how weird this idea that I deceive you, I trick you, and then I make you fail in my trick because I'm smarter than you. Who is smarter, me or God? Supposedly Allah is God, right?
Yeah.
God is smarter, you know, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So who's going to win with his tricks? God. You know, it's like playing chess with the one who make the game. So how I can play with this God? I cannot win. So here this God, he deceived me, and then he says how you can lead the one who I misled. I mean, how stupid this logic is. You know,
right, because then my question was, you know, then why do some Christians turn Muslim if God says their hearts are sealed and then they turn Muslim?
Because they deceive themselves. You know, Satan, he deceive you. It's not a test. This is not a test.
I mean, it's something I really have, and this is from the Quran, so this leaves me very, like, some things like hadith, and that's for maybe, you know, my question is, is there anything equivalent to Christian hadith? Like, is there anything in Christianity that's like Muslim hadith? Because it seems that just
we don't have, you know, everything Jesus said is in the Bible, and that's it. And you know, the Muslim hadith is different story, because when the Muslim, they say Islam is the Quran and the hadith, Islam became more lousy, because now anyone he can say this hadith is rejected. The other person he say I accept it. So Islam became mini Islam, and everybody can play the game of it's good, it's bad, it's sahih, it's weak, etc. It's a game. So Islam is not really a religion. Islam is a collection of ideas, and behind this idea is an unknown person. Like if I ask you now, you know, there's a guy, his name is Ultimate Fault. I don't know if you know him. He's from Senegal. He says he don't believe in the hadith. So if I ask him who is Muhammad, how you can give me the answer? Let us say those people, they don't believe in the hadith. This is what the new generation, they are doing. They say we don't accept the hadith in order to what? To cancel the stupidity Muhammad he said in the hadith, to wash their hands from it. It's embarrassing. So we say we accept only the Quran, and then the Quran, they say we give it meaning as we wish, in just to order to play. Like the sunset in murky water, they say to you, it is from his perspective. Where in the verse it says that? Why you are adding words? So if we ask now any Muslim, he don't believe in the hadith. Who is Muhammad? There's no answer. Who is his wives? There's no answer. Where he live? There's no answer. Because even in the Quran it says that we send you to Mecca and what is around it, but doesn't mean he's from Mecca. If I send you to Jerusalem, doesn't mean you are from Jerusalem. Right? So where we get the information from? This is a stupid book. You see, I saw like many videos of Muslims. They say, the Bible written by John. John who? We know who's John who is written there. Luke who? But they don't ask themselves Muhammad who? Even Muhammad, he was born 4 years after his father death. I mean, have you ever heard of somebody, his mother, the husband died, now 4 years after she gave birth to a guy, his name is Qatam, and then they changed the name to Muhammad? So everything about this person is wrong, and all this information is coming from your books, Muslims, not from our books. So when you say to me, somebody, he is a Christian, he convert to Islam because he's a fool. I mean, the world is full of fool. How many people?
Trinity that leads
my
them
friend,
there.
my friend, how many people they take drugs every day?
A lot.
Because they are fool. How many people they they drive and drink because they are a fool? How many people do you smoke?
People make mistakes, but yeah.
No, this is not a mistake. That's not a mistake. Do you smoke?
Do I smoke what?
Do you smoke cigarette?
I don't. I quit cigarettes.
Okay. Well, when you were smoking, you were a fool because you know it's not healthy and you take it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So human being, he do stupid, foolish things. Depend in his situation. Like somebody is desperate to find some friends, so he say, okay, Muslims they will give me a good company. Or somebody is in jail, he need the protection from the gang of the Muslims in jail because they are a big community. He convert to Islam. He leave the jail. He is not a Muslim no more. So my friend, we don't care for those people. The book in front of us, we examine it, and I can confirm to you that this is literally the book of the fools. Who in the world want to believe? Who in the world want to believe that there's God? He created his creation.
I'm sorry.
He created his creation, and then he says that the sperm of the man is coming from the backbone. How in the world he say such a thing? How in the world that woman she have a sperm coming from her ribs?
How about the atheists that look at us like we're all just fools because
friend,
we just believe
let us not to scatter ourselves all over the place.
No, you're right. You're right.
Atheist.
Like I guess my point was like there's a belief. Some belief is a little crazy. I mean, some of these stories are a little out there. Just religion in general. I mean, but look at Hinduism. It's older than Christianity. So why isn't that?
This is not. You know, we don't want to go everywhere. We are talking about Islam.
You're right.
If an atheist is calling me, don't worry. I will put him in a jar. I will put him in a jar in 2 seconds. Everybody have an answer ready for him. You know, because we speak to him based on his belief. So that's why I ask you, should I speak to you as a Sunni? Are you a Muslim? I ask you right away. You said yes. And then I said, okay, are you a Muslim? Speak to you as a Muslim or a Sunni? You said Sunni, because I need to know what you believe in. So when we speak to an individual, we speak to him about his belief, and based on his belief, we respond to him. So now, do you agree with me, my friend, that Islam is really stupid?
I can't say that because it's my religion.
So what if it's your religion? Don't you think it's stupid to believe that the sun set in a hot water?
Well, look at the world. That people think the earth is flat now.
Okay, so they were stupid, and you are saying to me I will join the stupid one? Well, if somebody believe that the elephant is a mosquito, why? Because he have a long nose. Are you going to say I agree? Come on. So when we show a stupid thing, this is a book of stupidity. We do not need to discuss no more. So do you agree that this book is full of stupidity, or you don't agree?
Not any more than the Bible or any other script. I just think religion
you can say whatever you want. I'm not going to prevent you from saying you can attack the Bible, no problem. But do you agree that the Quran? Do you agree that the Quran? So so you agreed already that the Quran is stupid?
No, there's some things that you know that. Okay, the Quran's supposed to be for all eternal time, right?
What does this have to do with my question? What does this have to do with my question?
Well, no, because I guess what I'm saying is like.
I want you to focus with me. I want you to focus with me. Is the Quran okay? Let us focus together. You know, just to make it simple. The Quran says that hail comes from mountains in heaven. Do you believe this is stupid or smart?
The mountains, where the mountains come from? Pegs?
No. The Quran teach that hail come from mountains in heaven. Mountains in heaven. Chapter 24, verse number 43. Do you agree that this is a stupid statement? Or you think this is okay? Do you think that hail come from mountains in heaven?
Hellfire? No.
No, my friend. Hail. You know hail?
Healing?
Hail, the ice that come from the sky, not snow. There's snow and there's ice.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hail, sorry. So according to the Quran, Allah, he sent hail from mountains in heaven.
I mean, it's from up there. I don't think that's the stupidest thing. No, I don't think that's
So,
absurd. I
so,
get what you're.
so, do you believe that really hail is coming from mountains flying in the atmosphere?
I don't, but I mean,
So, why you are saying it's not a stupid statement? Either it is true or it is wrong. If it is wrong, this is stupid. What the verse saying here, there's mountains flying, and for sure not in the space, because hail is not coming from the empty space. There's no cloud there, right?
no.
Okay, so if the mountains are flying, they are going to fly where the airplane will fly. Have you ever heard of a mountain flying in the sky when you were taking your jet and your like 4 wives for a trip? Sorry, I'm being sarcastic with you.
Well,
Don't be
okay,
offended.
then why? No, no, it's okay. Why is there so many Christianities then?
So you see,
Why is there?
you're trying to avoid the question. The question is
No, no. I said, I
uh,
said, there's, you know, for
so
me, I want to make sense of the violence and the
this is not the
war.
question. I want you to focus with me. Do you think it's a smart from somebody claimed to be God to say that hail is coming from mountains in heaven?
No, I
Not
don't
smart.
think that's
So
the
you
smartest thing.
so you agreed that Allah is a fraud, because there's no way God will say such a statement. And you agreed. Happy
So
for
are
you,
you?
my friend. You agreed. You agreed that this is stupid.
I mean, if you word it like that, but
I'm not wording it. I ask you, is it smart? You said no. What is the opposite of smart? Stupid. Maybe you did not say the word is stupid yet, but you said it's not smart. You agree. I said, is it smart? You said no. So you agreed that Allah is stupid. Thank you very much. You are
okay, no, well, okay. Let's look like this, right? Let's just like this must be very stressful. Okay, I'm Muhammad. I'm not saying, you know, let's just pretend. Okay, I'm Muhammad. I'm trying to make this new religion. This must be very exhausting to, okay, I'm gonna borrow from this, and oh, I said this, so I gotta
what
change
exhausting.
that.
Muhammad, he did not say all of this in one day. He was taking his time, took him more than 20 years. The whole Quran, my friend, the whole Quran is not even in the size of the index of my books. My book, one book, the index is bigger than the whole Quran. So the Quran is a very small book. There's nothing. And as you see, it's a stupid thing. This guy is making sajja. Sajja is like rab. You know, I eat potato, you are tomato. And you know what? If you go to Mexico, you are going to Fartino. What the heck is that? There's no meaning. This is stupid. So he was just making stupid sentence in Arabic, putting them together, and the end of the mean is a disaster. So you are saying to me this is exhausting. Why? What he's doing? The guy was busy having sex with the children, having sex with his own son wife, having sex with everybody. He made a verse saying any woman she can give herself to the prophet so he can F her.
Oh, that's a little strange. Okay, so
No,
how
no,
about
no. What do
like
you mean it's strange? Somebody is, if it's exhausting, if it is exhausting, this guy you have a lot
no
of time.
mentally, like like mentally to like okay, he got all these stories and it's just very it's religion's stressful, right? Okay, so I
My
don't know.
friend, the guy was having fun. You know, imagine God, he sent the verse says, any woman she like to offer herself to Christian prince. Do you see how stressful I am now? I will
That is
be. This is really stupid. And you know, before you call me, I was saying
no,
to
like
people
wouldn't
here,
he be paranoid like
before
from
you,
the really people that he was trying to kill? Okay, he's a fake prophet, but you have the Meccans trying to kill you because they're changing their polytheistic ways and you're making fun of them, and Abu Bakr is saying suck the clitoris of Allah and all this weird stuff.
my friend,
It's
you establish an organization and you have no choice but to continue. It's a business, either it succeed or it's going to die. So Muhammad, when he started his business, hoping that people will listen to him, this is why in the beginning he was trying to be friendly to the Christian and the Jews. When the Christian, they refuse him, and then the Jews refuse him, even though they accept him as a refugee, the Jews, they took Muhammad between them.
why do you think he hated the Jew? Why do you think he hated the Jews specifically more?
Because they got him busted many times. The Jews, they used to make fun of him, getting him busted. As an example, the story of the
It's just
story,
kind of
the
like
story
all
of a story of Al-Khadr. The Jews, they came to him and they told him there's a prophet, his name Al-Khadr. What do you know about him?
Khidr, right? With the
Yeah,
Moses and the
yeah.
green.
And Muhammad, he got the bait. He's a fool. So he come and he said to them a chapter about Al-Khadr. And later he found out Al-Khadr is just a scam. It's not real. This is Alexander the Great. He's not a prophet. He's actually bisexual. So they always give him a bait, and he's a fool, and he take it. So he takes stories from the Jews, he make it Quran, and then after that, the Jews, they make fun of him. So what they do, they send them somebody to speak to Aisha, or to speak, as an example, the punishment of the grave. A Jewish woman, she walked by to the house of Aisha. She said to her, we seek refuge from the punishment of the grave. Aisha, she said to her, you are lying. There's no such a thing. Muhammad, he come from his room. They found him argue, both of them. So he said to her, what's the problem? She said, this woman, this Jewish woman, she is saying, we seek refuge from the punishment of the grave. Muhammad, he said, well, okay, well, she is saying the truth. And Aisha, she said, since then, not even once, Muhammad, he prayed without saying, I seek refuge from God, from the punishment of the grave. So why Muhammad never say that ever before? Until the Jewish women, she mentioned it. He hang up. All right. Isn't it obvious? But you know, already he's out of Islam. Actually, he agreed that the Quran is stupid. What do you want more? And you know, we have this guy, he keeps saying, Elias, Christian Prince, if we, etc., he will run away, he will cry. Hey, my friend, get me your daddy. Stupid idiot. Any Muslim, he make those comments just to block him. Either you bring me your daddy or go. Put your diaper on. Hello?
I'm sorry about that.
It's all right, no problem. So as you see, Aisha, she heard the Jewish woman mention the punishment of the grave, and then Muhammad, he said to her, this is true. And then since then, Aisha, she said, after that, I never saw Allah, apostle, but seeking refuge with Allah from the punishment of the grave. He just learned it from the Jew.
He just learned from the Jew.
Yeah. So if he is a prophet, you know, if this is really real, then he will not wait for the Jewish women to say it. He will say it from the first day. But suddenly, after the Jewish women, so they give him a trap, you know. They make fun of him. They go there, they send the women. The woman, she says something. Muhammad, he take what the Jews say seriously. You know that those people have religion. So whatever the Jews, they say, he put it in his book. And suddenly now, became a big thing in Islam to believe in the punishment of the grave. If we go right now to YouTube, we will find a billion video about the punishment of the grave with animation, and there's movies.
So you guys don't believe that in Christianity?
What are you dead? Are you dead or not? How you are dead and you are going to be punished in the grave? Are you dead or not?
Do you mean it's something more that it's kind of a cruel thing that God wouldn't do, or are you saying that it just doesn't make sense?
It's stupid, you know. Are you dead or not?
You're dead.
Okay, so how we will punish you, and you are just dust? What you punish? What exactly?
Well, because you're still be living, you can still feel.
No, you are not. They are dead. This is why you are.
Well, okay. In Christianity, you believe you're going to another place, right?
No, this is in the judgment day, when God, he take us, you know, to his heaven. Not right away. You go from the grave and you find the door open for you to the other hole.
No, yeah, you have to wait for the resurrection.
Yeah, so but this is a different story. Here we are talking about somebody is in the grave. Look how many videos the Muslims they have. I just search in Arabic, Adab al-Qabr. Ooh, the punishment of the grave. And look here, a camera inside the grave. There's a cat. Look at this cat, you know. And look, 2.6 million view. 2.6 million view. And those Abdul, they believe it. A camera in the grave. And there's a cobra. And there's a cat. And not to forget the 99 head, the snake, who have 7 heads. Each head have 9 heads. I mean, look at the movies, man. And then the guy, the angel, he will ask you 3 questions. And if you don't answer the question, they will hit you with hammer made from
hammer.
steel. You know? Did you watch the movie? Is called what is called Thor? The Greek mythology. The guy who have a hammer, he fly with it. Thor, yeah, Thor. So Thor is in the Muhammad story. Here we go. So now you are in the grave, and the angels will come to you, and they will ask you 3 questions. What is your religion? You have to say Islam. If you say Christianity, if you say atheism, if you say Hindu, Allahu Akbar. So, and then the second question, who is your God? You have to say Allah. If you say Jesus, and each time he hit you, he will split your head and it will make you go down 70 a cubit down. And then the third question, they will show you a picture, and they will say, who is this man? If you say Muhammad, you pass. If you say someone else, like Joe Biden, you are in trouble. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid exam that the answers is given to them before we go to it? So now I know the exam.
God must be laughing at all of us. Well, I got a couple good points from a couple. Yeah, I understand your points, brother. And I gotta say, I you know, you bring up good points in your video.
What do you mean you understand my point? You understand my hammer now. Because we are using hammer to make you understand. The angel will hit you in your head. What point? There's no point here.
No. I'm saying you bring good points, like, you know, that make people think. But I got a couple questions for you that I've just little things I've been writing because I don't want my thoughts to escape me. That's why I'm writing in my little thing here as we're going along. Okay, so you're Arabian Christian, right? Or for something Middle East. Maybe you're a Syrian. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm black, blonde, African American from Japan. Okay, where is that? What?
Okay, there we go. Okay, so my point is, like, you see the lady, she's Christian woman, because it sounds like you support Israel, like, okay, whatever that you say, right?
I don't support Israel. I support the fact that this is the land of the Jews.
I don't. Right. I mean, okay, I can respect that. I don't think anybody should
This is their land. Give people their land. If it's your land, I would say it's your land. If it's not, I would say it's not.
But they were living like the Arabs, the Arab didn't just come there when Umar or whoever Khalif came.
No. You see, the first time, you see, you go read to the Islamic history books, you will find that the first time people they spoke Arabic at that time, it was in the Caliphate Abdul Malik ibn Marwan. Before that, nobody speak Arabic. This is the language there. It's either Hebrew or Aramaic. So Arab are not there. There's no Arab there. The only Arab where exists is the Arab Christian, which is in the border of Jordan, not in Israel, you know, like all the way to Tabuk. So like Al-Ghassasina, you know, Al-Ghassasina, those are Arabian Christian tribes. They have their king, you know. So those are the Arab, but they are not from Jerusalem and they have nothing to do with it. So
like, then what are the Palestinians? I'm sorry,
my friend, even the Quran says in chapter 5, verse number 21, that Allah, He gave the Holy Land to the Jews.
But then they committed facade and
doesn't matter. It's their land. It's their land. Even Muhammad, he said that the one who built Jerusalem or Bayt al-Maqdis, it was Sulaiman and David. So when your book says, or now you are not a Muslim because you made fun of the Quran already, when the Quran already admit that this is the book given, this is the land given to the Jews, assigned to them, you know, that's it. This is even the Quran never mentioned the word Palestine, never spoke of it.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Yeah, and even Muhammad, he agreed that the one who built what the Muslim called Al-Aqsa is the one who built it is David and Solomon. So why you want to take it? So when I say I support Israel right, I'm supporting Israel right. When Israel do wrong, I say they are no wrong. I don't take a side.
Right. Well, you know that a Palestinian Christian woman, like, why don't the Christians have more?
She is no Christian. She is supporting terrorists. This woman, she is no Christian. I know who is she. She is from the Orthodox Church in that territory. She was a journalist supporting terrorists, supporting Hamas. So she is no Christian. There's no Christian will do what she's doing.
Yeah, but doesn't Hamas pretty much represent all the Palestinians?
No, Hamas represent only terrorism, because no Christian, Hamas, they cut the head of a Christian person just for selling the Bible in his library. They gave him a warning, 24 hours. Take all the Bibles.
They're very crazy. I don't think
No, they are not crazy. This is who they are. They are Islamic terrorism. So Hamas, anyone who support them, he is no Christian. There's no way. There's no way, my friend. There's no way Christian. He will support an organization, make living from sending children to die, make living by sending somebody to commit suicide in a bus. You cannot be Christian. You cannot be Christian and you do that. So for me, she is a filthy woman. She is no Christian.
Like, let me tell you, I went to Palestine.
I don't care. You see, you are changing topic now. We are not going to switch.
I kind of wanted to give you background.
We don't want to switch. They want to switch to politics.
No. I'm kind of supporting, like, okay, even if you're Palestinian American and you go to Palestine, they might make fun of you because, oh, Hada Amriki, he's born over there. So even your own people that you support, they're like spitting on you.
Well, those, you know, in Middle East is a messed up. And Arab, they don't respect anyone. They badmouth. So even if you
conspiracies,
even if you see your cousin, they will give you a hug. If you are a Middle Eastern, then you know they will give you a hug. After you leave their door, they start talking about you and about your wife. So you know better.
Well, that's right. Well, yeah. That's right.
So this is what they do, and this is who they are. And then they cry. They claim the Jew. They blame the Jews for anything. If the guy, his wife, she could not give a baby, he will say we blame the Jews. If they don't have electricity, they blame the Jews. If somebody, he could not pass the exam, he played in Jews. You know, I mean, they blame the Jews for anything. Like, well, why we have a hole in the front of my door in the street? We are war in Israel. How we can fix it?
But you admit Israel is doing some very nasty things.
What is the nasty? They are giving equal right. They are making them even have a Congress. They are in the Congress. They allow Muslim even to say Allahu Akbar in the Congress. They give you free insurance. They give you health. You give you a salary. My friend, trust me, any Arab in the Middle East, he would dream to go and get Israeli citizenship. This is a fact. I'm not making things up, because in Israel you are more respected as an Arab than an Arab respected in an Arab country. In the Middle East, you can disappear, you and your family, for saying 2 words, and you know that.
You're right.
Okay. So what?
Well, that's an Arabic thing.
So what nasty thing? What nasty thing? You know, what nasty? I mean, this is the Middle East is the most stupid place ever. They speak too much about God, but they are not godly. They speak too much about honor and etc., but they have no honor. They are the people of gossip. They are the people of lying. The judge is corrupt. The police is corrupt. The king is corrupt. The president is corrupt. I mean, everybody is corrupt, but everybody is believer.
You know,
you go to
Muhammad said there's not going to be too many good people.
Yeah, you go to the butcher to buy some beef. You go home, you find it a cat meat. You know,
but there are good Arab people. You know, there are. You know, we're successful.
Yeah, what successful? My friend, the society is corrupt to the bones, and they are so proud about nothing. Me myself, my friend. I'm not talking about Muslim now or Christians. I'm talking about Middle East, including Christians. I don't associate with them, because the majority, they have a very bad culture. Gossiping, they hate each other. The cousin hate his cousin. The family hate a family. The sister, she speak about the kids of the other sister. I mean,
every girl's a sharmuta.
Without using bad words, every disease in the world, you can find it there. In the same time, they are the most proud people ever. They are the decent. They are the honorable.
Right.
They are brother, we are the one who discovered electricity, really. Yes, and Shakespeare, his real name is Shakespeare.
But okay, brother, okay, let's assume, and that's another point, if Muhammad was, okay, I don't want to write that down. Okay, so like, I think a good video for you, because you break things down pretty good. I don't know if you saw Andrew Tate, the Christian kickboxer. He said Islam fixes a lot of things, and he's right. Yes, there's bad things, like negatives.
What? Islam fix what? People say stupid things, my friend. Who care
No.
what this kickboxer is? Let me kick his ass. What he said? Tell me. Islam fix what?
Well, he is 4-time world kickboxing
Who
champion.
care? We can kick, because there's many way to kick the ass. These days
No,
actually.
he went viral for saying this, and I just think like,
No, tell me, Islam fix what?
no, Islam fixes the role of women, where
What role of
Christianity.
women? What role of women?
Okay,
Exactly.
how
Tell
come
me.
we can wear a shirt that says Jesus is gay, but if you say that with Muhammad, I know you could say it's a bad thing because we shouldn't just go kill people, but like, how come people don't defend Jesus the way we love Muhammad?
Okay, well, no, you see, you're not defending Muhammad. You are defending yourself because you feel you are insulted, and you cannot take it to see somebody.
No, but I can't. That's why I'm on your
Listen,
channel.
First of all, let's be sure. If Muhammad is a prophet of God, and he have a God to protect him, why you need to go and kill for him to defend his honor? If Jesus is God, why I need to go and defend Jesus?
Nobody should be killed. Like, this is a problem. It says like they kill for apostasy in Islam, but really it's not in the
No,
Quran.
you are switching topic. I ask you. The guy, he said Islam fixed many things. You did not give me anything. Islam fixed nothing. Islam is the problem. Islam is the problem. Your rule of women for what? Women, she is an object of sex in Islam.
No. Well, I want to give you the background of the video. He said that a lot of the problems that the Western world is facing now, Islam fixes it.
Like what?
Like women are just out there sexual. I mean, come on, brother. You
Well,
know,
go.
like,
Okay. I will show you. I want you to look with me in YouTube. I will type only one word. This guy, whoever he is, he's an idiot. Kickboxing, Islam fix anything. So if we force women to not to wear a short skirt, that will make those women good. They will go and have sex behind the wall. So I will type here the word mahlaya. You know what mahlaya mean?
I don't.
Okay, I type the word mahlaya. Look, it says adult. You cannot see it because it's for, you have to be over, confirm that you are over 18. This is the Arab women wearing hijab. So this guy is a donkey, whoever he is. Islam fix nothing. People, they do, look, even sexual dance, women, they sleep in the top of each other in public. In public. Women sleeping in the top of the other women, and all the sheikhs are around them. Look at this one. Women, they raise up their ass up in the sky, and everybody around is wearing hijab, and they are wearing hijab too. This guy is a certified idiot.
What the hell?
Middle East is the land of prostitution. My friend, go to Turkey.
Where's that at? Where's that at?
It's on YouTube. I'm showing you on YouTube. I'm showing you. This is in the Middle East.
That is very weird behavior.
What weird behavior? What weird behavior?
I think
if we say which country is number one, hold on. If we say which country in the world is number one in belly dancing, give me the name of the country.
I say America, baby.
No, I say Egypt. I say Egypt.
I love America. I don't know.
America is number one belly dancing. Well, since when? This is your Middle East, and like this is the garbage and drugs. Morocco, Tunisia, Libya. I mean, come on, the people, they speak stupidity.
Well, maybe if America
my friend.
our ignorant countries.
So Islam did not fix anything. The women, she became more sexual object. In America, women, they are free to do as they want. So here, what kind of woman she is,
don't
because
you think that's a bad thing?
No, it's not bad thing. No, it's not bad thing. I will tell you why. Because when you force people to behave as you want them, obviously they are not behaving because you force them. Give them a freedom. Take the freedom of USA and give it to those Arab, and you will see what will happen.
Well, they love them.
No, they will go. They will go. This is why Saudi or etc. They go in the airplane before they arrive. They go to the bathroom. They change their clothes. They wear short skirt. They don't even arrive to the airport in Europe. So give them freedom, then you will know them. So this guy, whoever he said that, he is stupid because Islam is not fixing anything. Islam is a problem. If a woman walk in the street alone, she will be kidnapped. She need a guardian because Islam made everything sexual, and the women, she became a sex toy. So don't tell me Islam fix. What fix? Can your sister walk safely alone in Egypt or in Hamas territory and not 1,000 person touch her or speak faithy word to her? Can a woman go in the bus without being molested by 1,000 dogs? So what Islam fix anything?
I saw those women. I saw the woman being killed in Jordan and Egypt. It makes me sick. The teacher in France, you know,
Yeah, so you
like
see,
Islam.
so
I don't even want to say too much.
you witness it yourself. So what this guy he said is stupid. He don't know what the Middle East is. So he say things. Most of those Western people, they speak about things they don't know. You know, we are from there.
Okay, now why? Okay, if Christianity is true, why didn't God just make? Okay, and I'm asking you this because Islam addresses this. Like Islam says, we sent messengers to all people. They took away from the message, etc. Right?
Hmm.
If Christianity is true, why aren't we all just Christians? And maybe we all would have been different denominations of Christians, or we all been the same Christians. I don't know. But why? Why would God? Why?
You
Why
see,
would
you are, you know, I assume that you are a smart person. No, listen, I assume that you are a smart person, right?
I'm above average.
So what this have to do? What this have to do with why? Because simply, as long we give people a free will, and for us, there's no different Christianity. All the Christians, either they believe in Jesus as God or not. If you don't believe in him as God, you are no Christian. So there's different names of churches, but that will not change anything. Because simply,
what about
my friend,
Joseph Smith and the Latter-day
this is not a
Saints?
Christian. This is just a stupid cult. This is like
That's a
Muhammad.
cult.
This is Muhammad. He had many wives too, and you know, and angels they came to him in the middle of
But
the
I
night.
don't think cults have 1.3 billion followers. I don't.
So what? The bigger, the more stupid it is. So you see, if I will go with your logic, if a cult is 1.3. That will make it right. Well, that mean we are right, and we are the only right then, because we are the biggest faith.
You are bigger than Islam. Okay. Yeah, I always think. I always.
But this is not right. This is not right to think this way. So if the whole world is smoke and I don't smoke, that's mean I am the wrong one.
Okay, if you died and Muhammad was true, okay, and that, I guess that, well, yeah, that's a hypothetical thing. What did Jesus say? He was the last prophet.
Jesus, why he will say is that he is
in the
God,
light.
my friend. He did not say he's a prophet. He is God. So Jesus, he said that I will send you the Comforter, which is a spirit, which is the Spirit of God. He will not send us men. He will send us the Holy Spirit only. That's what Jesus will send. And his disciple, he sent them to teach. So God will be with us as a spirit. The disciple of Jesus, they will be with us as teachers, but they will not be anything else. They are the one who witnessed to him, they saw him, they learn from him, and they carry on the mission.
Okay, well, think about it. Okay, how are Muslims so steadfast? You know, people being tortured in jail, and they're all so Satan's. Okay, this is from religions from Satan, right? Okay, how are we this strong? How are we keep? I know birth rates and whatever. I'm just trying to look at logic from where Muslims
My friend,
are.
I don't know what are you talking about, how strong you are when you just said to me the Quran is stupid.
I never said that. You
said that to me. You said that to me. Let us go slowly. How strong we are, and I ask you, when Allah he said hail coming down from mountains in heaven, is that smart?
Their faith. No.
Is that smart for
Everybody
you?
In the world
you said no.
No. I just want to clarify my point. Everybody in the world knows, like, man, Muslims. You know, comedians joke about this.
About
that
what?
You can never out Muslim. Eddie Griffin. They all joke about it. But
no, my friend, Muslims are the most weak, can be defeated so easy for many reasons. Because number one, they betray each other. Number two, they are not united. Number three, they are not true believers. Number four, they are money seekers. All of those are your weakness. And since the time of Muhammad,
everybody makes money. Look at the mega churches.
No, my friend. Listen, you know how ISIS was defeated. How ISIS were defeated. How Saudi Arabia protected by USA. How all Islamic countries are under the command and the shoes of Joe Biden. This is the truth. Pakistan, the American, they went inside. Listen. So how we are? So how you say we are strong and we are etc. When you are under, when you live by their protection, what kind of strength you have?
No. Well, I mean our faith. I don't mean our strength.
You don't have faith. As you see, I ask a few questions. Your faith flight away. What faith? You don't have faith.
Well, I have. Well, Well,
you don't have faith. You just made fun of the Quran and you laugh at it. You forgot?
well, I'm not on my deen recently, brother.
What? did you take hashish before you call me?
Well, that's another subject. But my point, brother.
Okay. So, my friend, you have no faith, you have no strength, you have no power, and you have no book, and you have no prophet, and you have no God. In the top of that, you have no religion, because all of you Muslims, and actually, if even your prophet, he says, my nation will be 73 sect. The Christian, there will be 71, 72.
He says that, yeah.
Yeah, so you Muslims are way divided more than others. Secondly, Muhammad, he lied here
You just admitted his prophecy was true. You
no,
just
this is false, because there is no 73 sect. There's millions. What 73 sect?
How?
Since when?
How's there-
Yes, because the Shia alone is more than 200 sect. The Shia alone. So how this
What
is
do you mean, the
how
Ghulat?
how
The
you are,
Ghulat?
my friend? The Sunni are many sect, and the Shia are tons of sects. So how
but
this is
Shia-
how this
I
is
can
end
count
with
them right now.
70?
Zaydiyya,
Okay, I want you to count
Ismailiyya.
for me. No, what is Ismailiyya? You don't know what are you talking about. Even the Shia, the Ithna Ashariya, the 12, they have tons of sect. Even the Muslim Sunni, they have millions of sect. Go and read. You know, there's tons, 20 millions. Nobody even knows how many. I can't even count
No,
them.
but there's the schools that, like there's the Maturidi
No,
and then
no. You see, this is sect still.
Mu'tazili.
This is still
No, those
sect.
are schools of thought. That's what I'm saying.
No. This is, you see, this is a sect. Because when you have different idea, different belief in what your brother believe, especially explaining the Quran, that's mean you are a sect. You see,
What about the Jews? Why don't the Jews?
Listen. Who care about this? You see, you are going left and right. You mentioned
No, I'm trying to figure out why is there three faiths, all of them claim they're from Abraham.
overcome
Well,
them.
brother,
You
go
said
ahead, go ahead.
nobody can overcome Muslims. Muslims are very easy to defeat. They have even no protection, like military. Even your money is not to be trusted in their banks. You put it in the banks of the American. So how you can
That's
be?
because they're hypocrites. That's because the
No,
Arab
this
are
is not
hypocrites.
because they are hypocrite. That's because you don't trust Arab. Don't
because
no.
Saudi Arabia, those filthy dogs of
Muslims,
hellfire.
no. Muslims don't trust Muslims. You know that. You know, I can. When I used to go to a Muslim, he is like in my school. I go to his house. When I go to his house, I sit with his sisters and his mother, and they are wearing short skirt. They don't hide from me. The second, another kid from our age, we are like in a high school, another Muslim, he knock at the door. Right away, the sisters hide, and the mother hide. They don't trust a Muslim. A Muslim don't trust a Muslim, and you know that. Don't lie to yourself. They trust Christians. So in the Middle East, you Muslim, you trust us. You can send your wife. You can send your wife to our house, and you are not worried. But you cannot send your wife alone to a house of a Muslim, and you know that. So you Muslims, the worm ate you from inside. It's a tree from outside, but there is no trunk. It's eaten by worm, and it's eaten by worm since the time of Muhammad. This is why all the caliphate were killed by Muslims. This is why all the family of Muhammad were killed by Muslims.
That is very true.
Because this is.
They were half-hearted, brother. They were hypocrites because they knew
you see,
Muhammad.
those are the companion of your prophet. So you just said something very important. The companion of Muhammad.
I don't like them. That's why I got away. I got an argument before, brother.
Listen exactly. Listen what you just said. They are hypocrite. Who? The companion of Muhammad, the caliphate of Muhammad. So if those are the best of Muslims are hypocrite, what kind of a prophet he is? Tell me your friends. Who is your friends? I will tell you who you are. So if your friends are a bunch of gang and hypocrite, that means Muhammad is hypocrite too.
Yeah, but the Shia believe that he knew.
I don't care what the Shia believe. No, you don't jump to the Shia. The Shia is different level of
No, because
madness.
I believe certain things like they say. Well, I gotta say about the Shia, they say certain things that the Sunni tries to hide.
Exactly. This is because
I respect them for that. I just,
But we want to change anything that Shia is, is a stupid sect, the same as the Sunni. Who care?
Okay, so what about the? Okay, yeah, we don't need to go. I know, and I like the way why I'm bringing up so many topics, brother, is because I have a lot of different points and different stuff, but I think it's all connecting very well. I think hopefully.
Yeah. So now, as long as you agree with me that Muhammad and his companion, they are hypocrite, the Quran is a stupid book. So why you don't say loud and clear that you are out of Islam?
Well, because I don't jump into anything. I take my time with things.
Okay, okay, see, because people are trying to contact me and call me, and I'm spending my time with you. I gave you enough reasoning, and you agree with them. and still you don't want to give me an answer. So why
Well,
want to
no,
continue the conversation?
I guess my answer is no. That was not the purpose of my phone call. My purpose of the phone call was
But what
to
no,
just have a good
you
conversation.
agreed that the Quran is stupid, and now you are saying you are still a Muslim.
No. Yeah, I'm saying you backed me into that because you brought up one thing that I actually never even read. I'll say this.
Well, I don't care. I showed you.
I'm not scared of anybody, brother.
My friend, I don't care if you are scared.
My real name on the Skype.
This is your business. I'm asking you. When I said that Allah, He sent hail from mountains in heaven, is that smart or stupid? What you said to me, remind me.
Why is that? But that's the thing, brother, and you even know because
remind me what you said. I said, is it smart or stupid? What you said?
I don't know about that. I don't. Said, such a vague.
I said, is it smart? You said no.
But I don't. It's kind of like it's like, what kind of question is that?
What do you mean? What kind of question? It's a question.
Like, was Abraham sacrificing his son? This
is not a stupid. This is a story can be true, and you can believe it or you cannot believe it. It's your business. But here we are talking about.
I believe him doing that.
This is we are talking about something. But this is not about Abraham. This is about something we see around us every day. Is it true that hail is coming from mountains in the sky? Yes or no?
I don't believe that to be true, but I'm not going to mock.
Then okay, that's me.
I don't want to mock.
Okay, my friend, you're wasting my time. Sorry, I can't continue with you. So you just said I don't believe this is to be true, so you don't believe the Quran to be true, and yet you don't want to say I'm out of Islam. No. So why you are calling me? You agree that this is going to be true.